Good morning, everyone, and welcome to what will hopefully be the finale of Kirby Triple Deluxe. I guess it's either going to be the finale or you're not going to hear this, is the better way of phrasing it. So, we're up against the final boss. We're finally going to go see King Dedede. And whoever stole him earlier. This boss is difficult, which is why I'm going in with Stone. Because of majority of his moves make it very difficult for me to avoid it. Oh. You're not supposed to see this part. We're going to start with the mind-controlled king. I didn't know that completely leaving would let me restart at the final boss. But that's a spoiler, so we'll see it in a second. To think you've made it this far, aren't you a persistent little thing? Yeah, I think so. But even you will kneel before us. I, Tyranza, cannot allow you to interfere with Queen Sectonia's plans. Let me guess, you're here to save the hero of the lower world. Yes, King Dedede is the hero. You didn't know that. The people of this land thought they were clever. They thought they could use the Dreamstalk to save their world. And it just happened to land on Kirby's house. Or pretty close anyways. But I saw right through their plan. Well, since you're already here, I'll give you your precious hero back. It took him a while, but he may be a little more hostile than you remember him. We are fighting, I guess, Masked Dedede, something you only really saw beforehand in Kirby Superstar Ultra from, what is it, Dedede's Revenge? I liked that game, it was a fun one. So he's got this cool hammer. And you can see a lot of his moves are pretty big targets. But the problem I have mainly with him is he stays standing in the same spot. So right now I'm stuck as the rock. He can't hurt me anyway, but until he moved, I couldn't do anything. I mean, you might get a little bit of an advance notice from the Tyranza coming in and showing you what moves he's going to use. Fires out some missiles so you can get some bomb power up here if you didn't have a power up or you lost your power up. However, if you lost your power up this early in the game, it's going to be very difficult for you to get past this boss. I always got past this one with minimal damage, but then there's still two bosses after this. And arguably more depending on how you describe a boss. Which is why, of course, I'm using stone strats, which pretty much make me invincible. Also, I like this pose. I'm just going to sit in that pose for a bit. But Dedede goes down. That was the first form. We already know there's more forms thanks to that mix-up I did earlier. That was my first attempt on this one. We got to Sectonia, but now we're fighting Dedede's Revenge. Or is it Masked Dedede's Revenge? Masked Dedede's Revenge. He is a big issue, because look at this. You would normally have to wait till he finished his spin and then he becomes available to attack. But with Stone, you don't have to worry about waiting that long. I'm trying to catch him as he's about to come towards the screen, but and we've already got him halfway. We still haven't taken any damage. This is actually better than our first run of this. Oh, we have a 4 Kirby set up. We tried to do it the first time, and instead of taking, no damage, I already had used my healing item by this point. So, we're already looking in a much better situation, having taken 0 damage. I'm really glad that stone is invincible for almost everything. I don't think I was in stone for that point yet, so that's why I got hit. I can't do anything here. His feet are on me. But at least with stone, you do get to see all the enemy's attacks. Let's finish him all. Oh, I forgot he does the shockwaves, even though we just saw them a second ago. Okay, we got him. We took a little more damage than I would have liked. We're still just shy of where I want to use that healing item, but we have taken down Masked Dedede and Masked Dedede's Revenge, allowing us to fight, well, the next challenge, which is a cutscene. But yeah, I had taken... Oh, what is the meaning of this? I did just as Her Majesty commanded. So here's where you're supposed to get it unveiled to person. The lower world should fall to its knees before me. Could you be the true hero of the lower world? Curses, if that's true. Majesty, your Majesty Sectonia. Oh, glorious Sectonia, please come to my rescue. This isn't going to end well. Glog. Yeah, so normally this is supposed to be the big unveiling, but we got spoiled last episode and this episode already about her. Pitiful Taranza. I have no use for a fool who cannot follow orders. I mean, he did lead us right to use, that is a problem. Now then, hero of the lower world. You would risk your life for this land? You would stand against me, the ruler of the heavens? Very well. You will bow before the great Queen Sectonia. So if my beauty rivals the divine. So if I randomly have a different health in a few seconds, that's because I lost. And my power will crush all that you hold dear. I'm not going to show too many phases of this. We're already almost 8 minutes in, and we've only beaten Dedede. And she has a lot of phases herself. So we'll be cutting here if there is any... it's like right at the beginning of this fight. So, hopefully this is a successful attempt, and see you guys then. Alright, so she teleports a lot, which makes hitting her in the first place more difficult, especially with stone. Fortunately, a lot of her teleports are right to the center, or she charges in the center of the area. And if you're in stone phase, you're safe from all of her spells. And she does hover in the center for a bit, but she moved to the background, meaning we can't do anything, and we might as well just stay as Atlas. And you'll see how long the cycles are between each of these attacks. Alright, we've taken out the first phase. Because like all big bosses in this game, it has multiple phases. King Dedede does not actually count as a phase for Queen Sectonia. So now she's made a giant Chaos Emerald, and we're fighting on that. So, let's go. Step 1, she's going to attack us with frisbees, basically. But, here comes the 6 of them. This is where we're going to get a chance to attack her now. Fortunately, she usually does appear in the center, but she also summons these guys. We do not want to lose our power. That is how we actually lost last time. We're going to heal because we've now passed the halfway point. And let's head back. Oh, come on. No, no, no. But you can see her attacks are pretty random, so trying to do this with anything but stone, and without the invincibility you'd get. Oh, and now we have 4 of these guys against us, with ice powers instead. Yeah, trying to do this without stone is an interesting task. Okay, we did still get a hit on her. Only 3 this time, so we've seen fire, ice, and what I assume is grass, or I guess it's electricity, apparently. Without that healing item we've used, we would have already burnt through our entire health bar. So, I don't claim to be good at this game, but I still think that's a bit much for a final boss of this level. Oh, sweet, the lore cutter. And the cycle resumes. Oh, not quite enough. I was hoping to get to take out the red one here. Let's let it pass. Yeah. And it does look like it has a chance of dropping food. Unfortunately, with stone, it drops food off the map. Okay. Phase 2 is down, which means, of course, she's breaking the crystal, which would have been an instant death, technically speaking, because, oh, what's this guy? Actually, oh, it's the, like, the cool one with the super sword from, like, the Wii games. Oh. The blues have actually increased by 1 this time, and she's going to be attacking us during it. But fortunately, that gives us food easier, I guess. Let's just have this random building next to a mountain defend us. And Suctonia's, yeah, going to be teleporting and attacking your position regardless. Fortunately, I guess the sword doesn't count as a hitbox. Alright. After it's landed, and that is Queen Suctonia down. Alright, so this should be basically the end of Kirby Triple Deluxe. At least that's what I'd like to say. I don't think we're going to get a chance to switch to this one, but there's been something foreboding for this entire fight. But we have saved King Dedede. Bah, aha. Queen Suctonia is not done. I see. I expected as much for the hero chosen by the Deep Dreamstalk. But I wonder, how will you handle this? So yes, there is one more phase to this fight, if it wasn't long enough. I also have, you see, true beauty is control. The Dreamstalk has guided you thus far. But its bloom will be your doom. And it looks like Queen Suctonia is going to take over the Dreamstalk. Florelia, Dreamland, and this entire planet. You should all feel honored. You will serve as my sustenance for eternity. I do like that I'll be able to start right on Queen Suctonia if we do lose this part, and that's the second boss down of the few we have to do. I was going to say 3, but I don't actually remember if it is only 3. There might be a level 7 Eternal Dreamland. I don't know why they refer to it as level 7. Unless it actually gets something on the map, but there we go, there's an enemy. We get a cannon, too, so we can fight back against this enemy. Oh, and King Dedede is going to be shooting us. Yes, we take damage. Oh, come on. It counts as us. Yeah, so you have to get used to this mechanics, too. And we killed 1. And we have no healing items still. So 3 attacks now. Okay, first one's down. We're gonna wait for all 3 to open. So I guess this one makes sense next. Oh, it just opened 3 times. Interesting. No. And we've successfully beaten the second wave. Unfortunately, have a bunch more. Okay, first one down. We have 4 more to take out. Oh, come on, he got it right at the end, too. This one's been shooting all the other times, so yeah, I guess it is consistent that it will be that one that keeps shooting out at you. I do not like how our health is sitting already, and I don't think we get a heal before the end. Okay, we got that next one down. So there's just the bottom 2 left. Should be easy to keep an eye on both of them. And now there's just the one. I hope this is the last wave, because I don't know that I can survive another full wave against them. I mean, because the next one will probably be 7. Oh, alright. Well, I'm going to shoot through here. And it'll close back up. And it would have been respawning those 5 that we just beat. So, step 1. Welcome to the last level. Bunch of these things. Unfortunately, I don't imagine a full heal is likely in this move. But for once, they actually give us access to stone. Yeah, I can use this right away. I had enough missing for that. Nothing? Oh, I was hoping to get back another one. But there's stone if you need it. If you've lost it towards the end of the last battle, you're good. You've got it here. Let's begin with, I'm going to say 70 to 65% health left against Queen Sictonia. This is why I'm glad it wound up being its own battle at the end. So, the 2 things you can hit in this are, like we just did, those flowers. Unfortunately, I didn't get a good chance to hit them. You can actually line it up so you're hitting multiple of them at the same time. Now be careful, she will change the platforms. Alright, we got 2 attackers coming in. One more, what's coming? We didn't quite get all the hits in. Alright, we got another good hit. Can we get one more? Nope, not quite. Okay. Fortunately, exploding does do a little bit of damage itself. It's going to launch us up one more time, and we're at Quick Sictonia with about, and they've got about 60 HP left, 60% HP left. And here comes the laser beams. So if we just jump to the dead center during this, we're safe. I think these are the vines again. Okay, blow up this platform, good. Now you guys are onto a different platform. And you gotta be careful, because if you ground pound the wrong spot, you have to worry about the fact that you will have now hit like death. It'll be an instant death if you hit the wrong spot. So that's why I'm being a little overly cautious for this. There. Next, Queen Sictonia, what do you have left? You have 40% HP, and we are slowly getting closer. What are you going to bring? You're bringing four attacks to us. So each one of these you could be hitting with like the hammer to do extra damage to it, but I don't trust myself for that. So we're just going to wait until they're back in this form and go and try to damage them then. One more hit. Okay. She's going to laser beam us. I don't think it destroys the stage. No, okay, it doesn't. We are safe. As long as we're in rock, we are completely immortal. Okay. It has around 30% HP left. We'll take these few bombards of those, well, nuts, I guess is what they are. And we just gotta defend ourselves and hope that Queen Sictonia does not manage a kill on us while we are defended. Because like the worst thing that could happen right now is we forget to like land on solid ground. Because that will steal away our victory very quickly. But I figure as long as we're flexing, we'll fine. Let that be a lesson to you guys. As long as you are made of stone and are flexing, you will be perfectly fine no matter what your enemies throw at you. And I'm going to just sit in this flex pose as long as we can. I think this is the end. Down goes Queen Sictonia. Which, by the way, if she's that giant beanstalk and she's falling right now, does that mean those 6 islands at this point are falling with her? In which case they're gonna destroy. Oh, we have lost our stone power up. Queen Sictonia has captured us. But we have King Dedede, who will be flying to the rescue. Yes, I consider that rescue. And a hypernova fruit. And now we are just going to do what we've been doing all game, but we have full healed at this point. Alright. Fortunately, with our pile of small berries, we managed to do some damage. Because I don't think we can eat that big missile. We launch it back into the sky. I guess we do have to avoid the small ones, if that's what I'm learning from this. Because we can't seem to absorb these guys. Oh, but we can eat them once they've landed. Ah, alright. So we eat this, she guards herself, and you have to hit one of those 3 points. Good. So one takes out another, which means she should be down. Oh, only loses one though, because the one that took things out happens to survive. So we are supposed to catch as many of these as we can to counter this guy. And since she guards herself during it, we couldn't have even shot her if we wanted. And then it repeats. Oh no, she's trying to eat us right away. Now there's only the 2 that we have to worry about this time, so it should be a little easier on us. Should be. I'm not very good at aiming this though. I do like that they ended it with a hypernova section. I didn't even remember this, so I was a little surprised when it happened, even in this playthrough. Because I remembered there was another phase, but I couldn't remember if it was just Queen Sigtonia's being a jerk again. And you see we take about 15 to 20% of our health each time we're hit, so we get about 5 shot chances. Collect all of these. And then it's either going to shoot directly at us or from behind us. So it was a directly at us this time. With the Hypernova fruit, we are actually able to handle Sigtonia pretty fine. Oh, at this point they actually get 2 attempts, it looks like. Interesting, she's got 1 thing left to shield her. And then, well, she has nothing. The last hit will kill. Oh, in which response, she moves a little closer. And we are just gonna... Oh, we are trying to eat her laser beam right now. And you have to just mash the D-pad till she loses. And there, we have officially eaten Queen Sigtonia. Or at least all of her leaves. I don't think we've actually seen Kirby spit out anything in Hypernova, except for things that he didn't fully swallow, like the big missiles and stuff like that. But with this, the big boss has been defeated, and we fall safely back to Dreamstar, to Popstar, not Dreamstar. So say Dreamland or Popstar. Either way, we're caught before we land in either case. Bye, King Dedede. Oh, never mind. Terenza is gonna save him. And so Floralia was saved thanks to Kirby's heroic effort. The people of the sky had long lived under the cruelties of the evil queen. In a last-ditch effort to save themselves, they put their hopes and dreams into a seed and sent it to the surface, in order to bring Kirby, the hero of Dreamland, to their rescue. King Dedede was mistaken for Kirby and kidnapped by Terenza. But Floria would be in ruins had he not played his part. Indeed, the Dreamstalk works in mysterious ways. I still love the whole he smashes you in the head to help you. And oh good, they even saved our house! Oh, that was what I was right. When it was over, Kirby looked up at the sky. This was an interesting playthrough already, and saw that the Dreamstalk was in full bloom. It was an interesting playthrough. I'm glad I got to play it, and I'm debating going back for all the gold keychains, but I don't think it's necessary. It serves as a reminder of Floralia, and a new landmark in Dreamland that is never mentioned again. I don't know, it could be mentioned in Planet Robobot, I don't remember, because I've never played it. But that is the end of Kirby Triple Deluxe. And we are just left with credits, I believe, at this point. Yep, alright. So I liked the playthrough, it was fun. There was a few parts that were interesting. Oh yeah, you're not going to see it till it's like the top of the bottom screen now. So, like, I don't know that I liked the keychains aspect where all the gray ones are completely random, but seem to be required for 100%, because even the file like this one, we got all sunstones. It's going to unlock a new mode, but even beating that new mode, I'm only at like 80-something% on my file, which means I'm thinking it needs at least all of the at least all of the keychains, the gold ones. But, I mean, those are specific, one per each level. So at least that's something. If it requires all of the silver sunstones too, silver keychains, why do I keep saying sunstones? Then it's going to be a lot more difficult. But here's showing a bunch of different powers taking out a bunch of different bosses. I'm glad we used stone because you saw even with stone that was a difficult fight for us to try to burn through. Because it was what? Mass Dedede, Mass Dedede's Revenge, Queen Cyctonia, one healing spot, and then Queen Cyctonia again. So I'm glad we did that. I'm glad Hypernova was used as much as it was. And that last stage, what was it, 6-8? Was a good one because of just, here, use Hypernova for everything you've used it before. Enjoy it. And it was a good prep for getting ready for the final boss. I didn't realize there was the Hypernova section at all, actually. I played the boss rush to get used to this one again, just so I'd know, like, okay, what am I expecting for bosses? And as a result, I didn't know that, since in the boss rush, you don't have to do any Hypernova. So I didn't know that you were going to be surprised at the end with Hypernova Queen Cyctonia. It was a good surprise. But that will be it for this project. We're just going to sit through the credits. And then, yeah, we'll be starting our next project. I hope tomorrow, but at the earliest, Monday next week. Because what, today is the Thursday? Thursday the what? Thursday the 8th, I think? And then that would mean the next project starts on the 9th or the 12th. It will depend on how much I can get recorded this week before the 8th pops up. Because today for me it's Monday. I started my Monday with this because I thought, because the last time I ended my Friday with trying to do this, and I did it 3 or 4 times, which is why we had Queen Cyctonia unlocked as a method, and I just to no avail, I couldn't beat them. So I'm glad first try today worked out well. It means I'll be able to get this edited and up, and then I can start working on what will be the next project, which I still haven't decided what it is yet. But I hope you guys enjoyed this project, and I hope you will enjoy the next project. But I'm not sure what it will be. Of course, the copyright is the thing that doesn't show up. How Laboratories of Nintendo are authors of this software. Oh, there it goes. Never mind, it's coming up. For the purposes of copyright, all rights reserved. Copyright 2014 HAL Laboratories Inc. In any case, what's happening now? They're waving to us, and the end shows up on the bottom screen. Unfortunately, we only had that top bar of the bottom screen showing, just so I could do the, yeah. We unlocked the arena, a boss battle gauntlet. And we unlocked Dedede Tour, play through the game as King Dedede. So yes, we have Dedede Tour, which is similar to Meta Knight's Meta Nightmare, I guess, in Triple Deluxe. Not Triple Deluxe, in Superstar Ultra. But we may or may not do a video on this one. It'll depend on what it is. I'm going to probably do the gold keychain, see if anything unlocks anything, but I might just do that off screen. And when we do come back for Dedede Tour, we will show off what that unlocked, if anything. Have a good day, everyone.